I can't breathe in this thing.
Well, it's been a few days for me. A busy few days doing stuff. First off, I should have thrown this down forever ago. That's a substantial increase in power. Given now one of these is, like any one of these is running that. These two are just straight up power. This pile of stuff over here, the weird part, I was so busy worrying about power. This thing will take I think about 7 seconds to ramp up, about 11 to deplete, which gives us a little over, it's about 40% runtime. And the rest is just fuel accumulation. This also created so much carbon dioxide that I had to enlist some slimy little helpers to deal with it all. That's it. Eat up, you little gooey buggers. Eat up. This was about 10 point some kilos. Yeah, it got a little excessive. And the fact there was literally nowhere for it to go, like this is all airlocked off to keep, to try to keep all the bad stinks out of everything, it didn't help much. Big reconfigure over here. Yeah, I spent a couple of days just throwing resources at power production. And then we wound up with, where are we here? I turn this back on. There's a battery's currently depleting. There is a static generation of anywhere, I would say about 9 kilowatts of just stuff that doesn't turn off. And then the battery depletes, which takes a second or two. And everything turns on. Pow! 64. 64 kilowatts. It's somehow not overloading anything. This is a 50 kilowatt line. Right? Like this is a 50 kilowatt line. And then for 6 seconds it gets now it's not distributed everywhere, right? Like this is current load is only that much. That's only like, the rest is just dumped into batteries. It's dumped into a battery and then to that and then wherever else. So technically, we're exceeding max voltage the game allows us on one line by 40%. But because we were dumb enough to not give it enough places to go, it's not a concern. Right? Like this short run gets to here and then this line is just so full. So it backs up. I was glad about that. This thing over here. Made a bunch of insulation. Made super coolant. I don't have anywhere for Visco gel. This is all running fine. I literally finally got everything to the point where I could take my eyes off it for a couple of minutes and not have stuff explode. Just, I was so happy for that. This dumb thing, 19.7 tons of ice, like 60 grams at a time, 30 grams at a time. Yep. And then they run inside and breathe, and I wind up with a bunch of carbon dioxide that liquefies and causes problems. Just cause. So up here, ta-da, I've been sent this guy on a bunch of short runs to basically anywhere with isoresin and fullerene, which is basically these three, to get enough insulation to finally risk a liquid hydrogen and liquid oxygen project. Now I don't think I'm fairly certain I don't have enough insulation. I'm quite certain I don't have enough insulation. This we've got a bit of insulation there, and this kind of waffles through, and I know I'm going to break a bunch of stuff. I just know it. Oh, you need an Atmos sensor so you don't overpressure this place. This was all. You can see where the abyssalite used to be. This is all just a big blob of mafic rock and regolith. And I figured, well, best case scenario, just put it over here next to the launch pad. Dug it all out, drywalled behind it. The one nice thing, I'll say this, the one nice thing is when you want to vacuum, you just knock out the back wall. So there shouldn't be any heat transfer from here or here out to the rest of the room. Which is, that was easy. that was easy. And then if I just wanted vacuum somewhere, I would just wait till everything else is built and then fill it all in, build a wall, done. Gonna keep all the heat out. This is all vacuum back here. Here's all this super hot regolith and mafic rock and crap. And it can stay there. And I wish I'd realized that earlier too. So all we have to do, in theory, all we've got to do is plug that in, and this should work. In theory. Let's watch it fail together, shall we? Let's watch it fail on camera. The best learning experiences are those that happen painfully in front of others, so you learn what not to do. Eventually someone will get down here. Yeah, and just to make, instead of having, you see this? What do you count there? 7 Atmos suits? Because they'll come in here, and then go up there, and leave that way, the transit tube access. And I didn't leave myself enough room here to build another transit tube access. Could I? No, I don't think that's going to fit. It's not going to... It'll fit, but I don't think I can make that turn. Can I not? Can I make that turn? It's a good question. Nope. Okay, cancel, cancel. Don't think I can make that turn right there. Nope. I don't have room to put it here. I mean, technically I do. Here, I'm just going to set up, deconstruct this, deconstruct a bunch of... Oh my god, that's a lot of crap to chisel through. That's a lot of crap to chisel through. Give me a second. Okay, that should hopefully deal with the whole dropping the suits off at the wrong gate problem. And check out that battery. Did you see that? Did you see that up there? It said 1MJ. I love big numbers when it comes to power. Speaking of, I took this apart for a sec just to make sure they built the thing I wanted them to. And I want that built now. Listen to that wonderful background noise. So we want to come throw a bit of iron here over here. Get slightly more pressure in this room. There. Someone's going to come and build it, right? Are you going to build it? Are you going to supply it and run away? Nope, actually, okay. So everything kicked on. A sudden increase in load. So these have water run to them. I'm doing some pretty dumb filtering. And hopefully this does what I want it to. We're going to produce a lot more oxygen than then hydrogen. So I have oxygen's got to go somewhere. What's the temperature like? Dropping. It's running. And it's running. Water's sucking up some of the heat. Down to 6 degrees. Hydrogen takes more effort to cool than hydrogen takes less effort to cool than oxygen. So I got hydrogen on this side, oxygen on that. Still putting a lot of effort into cooling all this stuff. And I went with the regular gas vents. I don't want too much gas in there at a time. Like the moment this starts to condense, it'll all drop to the floor and suck a bunch more in, right? Although here's the hoping that... How's it filling up fast? That's 38. 40. Come on, I get some liquid out of all of this. Oh, and I hooked the bypass up wrong. No, I didn't hook the bypass up wrong. I have one fewer dot in here than I should, because it was flowing while this was turned off. Now that it's on, I probably should have snuck a temperature sensor in there. Minus 80. Got a long way to go. It's like minus 200 and some. So while that's running, what are we getting? Nothing. Didn't think so. Now the rest of the base are running along quite nicely. Lots of fish. Lots of puffs. Lots of hatches. Yeah, this is these guys have managed to completely overpower. We got coal there. 25, 25, 25, 16. I was worried about running too many plants in here. The weird part was that trying to run them all individually was taking a long time because I guess because they didn't have a control station. So they're only making 600. And now that we've ramped up power so high, right, this is going to top out at 20. They're all going to kick off. And in that time, an excess of coal shows up. So, next playthrough, this is a definite. This is an I'm going to do this. This is amazing. That's 3,600 watts of power. I'm spending. You want what? 120. You guys are 120, 120. Shipping auto sweepers are 120. Loaders are 120. So in here, it's 360 times 4, 12, 1,400 watts, which is 1.5 of these, and then the other 2.5 are just pure output. I know, like, numbers probably aren't that interesting, but having played enough Satisfactory, enough modded Minecraft, and a few other games where power production was really important. Yeah, I worry a lot about power. How much power it takes to do something, how much power it takes to, oh, well, fudge. Yeah, I was worried about that. Those guys are topped out. Well, let's see what happens here. Something should begin to condense here. What's hydrogen? Drywall, gas vent, radio. There's hydrogen in here, and I'd like to click on it, please. There we are. Condensation point minus 252. oxygen 183. So we should be nearing the condensation point of the oxygen here really quickly. And probably this hydrogen too. You are still not under a... You're doing just fine, actually. I probably should have put a bit more water in there, though. 190, 180. You should start to... Wait, hang on. I see it. I see it trying to condense, falling to the bottom. Slurp. Here we got our first liquid oxygen. Get our first bits of liquid oxygen out of there. So that's coming up here. Comes up here. Very small amounts at a time. It's going to wind up in here. And I'm really hoping insulated pipes running inside insulated tile. This is not supposed to be a lot of heat transfer. All right, cool. This is good. I'm happy about this. Something is succeeding. We are accumulating liquid oxygen. It's good. Mr. Hydrogen over here, on the other hand, still got a ways to go. Are we getting solid? Oh my God, we're getting solid. Getting solid oxygen in there. That's hilarious. Come on, hydrogen, you can do it. Why is there oxygen in this room? Yeah, it's hydrogen. Gas vent. There's hydrogen in this room. It's in there. I can see it. Hydrogen. 252. I had a hard time making that 252. $230. Oh, I saw it. There it is. I saw it. I saw it. I seen it. I seen it. Liquid hydrogen. You're not breaking any pipelines. We're still under. We're not getting a whole lot of it. We're getting some. We're just taking its sweet time to condense. It's fighting back. There it is. There it is. There it is. 6 kilos liquid hydrogen. Bloop, in the tank. In the tank. Oh, hang on. What's going on over here? Oh, fudge. This is a ceramic pipe and it's losing. I knew this was going to start to happen. Okay, well, let's not panic. Panicking is not productive. I have insulation. I have enough to do that. We're going to make that a do it now job. I could blow up a pipe. Oh, nope. Oh, man. I was so happy it was working. Well, on the upside, okay, this part of it works. This part is functioning as advertised. Gonna have to... So where are we losing the most heat here? Coming across this bridge where we're losing the most heat. Nisbet, you stop panicking. That's my job. We got a pipe block? No, we got a big wad of... you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do this. Because I know we're gonna have to deal with some stuff here. You want to be on... there. Because I didn't hook you up to anything in here. We'll put a switch you off out here to deal with that nonsense. I have to replace all of this piping. Oh, it's blowing up back here too. Well, we knew it was going to be a disaster in one sense or the other, right? We knew it. We knew that was going to happen. However, we did manage. A little bit of liquid hydrogen. A bit of liquid oxygen. This guy here is set up. He actually doesn't need the second tank on him. I just don't want to reconfigure all of this nonsense. So doing a few more runs for isoresin. Get us some more insulation. Have I made all the insulation I can? I think I have. Where did I put that building? Yep, I made all the insulation I can. So a few more runs, and I can, not gonna lie, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna figure out what I need to go straight there. There's nothing in here I need. For whatever confidence you may hear in me now, the base is at any given time 30 seconds from caving in on itself. Stuff like this. I imagine I hit. Yeah, that's it for insulation, so. Stuff's still going in, like we're getting pipe damage. That's just ceramic. I don't care, but I can make ceramic till the end of time. I have all the stuff needed for ceramic. The insulation's a bit of a pain in the butt. We're going to build that up. I literally... I don't want to sound defeatist, but this base has become literally an example of why I shouldn't be able to plan anything. It is stuff everywhere. It is problems left and right. Things that I didn't know about going wrong. It's just a nightmare, isn't it? Because it's like, if I show this to a couple of the YouTubers I watch and try to learn from, and they saw this, I think they would tell me not to play this game ever again. It's quite likely. No, please stop playing this game. You're making the rest of us look bad by comparison. All right. Looks like it's a few more short runs for isoresin, and then a much smaller rocket for that one-way trip. You're not in there, are you? Oh, you are in there. I just left you in there. Been in there the whole time. Here, tell you what, Nails. Since I bred you specifically to do this stuff, you're gonna go here. Wait, hang on. 1 second. Let's not make complete fools of ourselves on camera if we don't have to. That opens up. I'm pretty sure Nails is in there. We'll find out here in a moment. Star map. Launch rocket. It's got a passenger. Here we go. Here's where I blow up everything over here because I didn't leave it enough protection. No, it survived. It all survived. Cool. Well, Nails is going to go get us a bunch more isoresin, so I can build enough... Hello, Switch. Thank you. So I can build enough insulation to do this properly, because I'm fairly certain... Stop that. I'm fairly certain that when I try to pump this up and into the tanks, it's going to be even more problems. The weird part is this is vacuum. There shouldn't be any heat transfer here. There shouldn't be any heat transfer going on. Like, this should all be... How am I getting 39-degree oxygen? How am I getting 39-degree liquid oxygen out of this? Where are you losing all of this heat? -25. Where's all this heat coming from? Insulation, insulation, insulation. Is it because of the ceramic? It's gotta be. But there can't be any heat transfer here. Like, this is vacuum. There's no way that should transfer heat. Come on, game. Your physics. Say what's supposed to happen. This should make sense. Anyway. One more episode ought to do her. And then I can try this again with some idea what I'm supposed to do. And I will see you in the future.